That's him up there.
Yes.
He's my favourite guy.
Well, we have some shots of him, and then we have shots of his in Greyfriars Church.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want me to say more about him?
No,
No.
because that will take us away from the. But having said that, maybe you should, for the audience in the academic field, they will like to know. Yes. So give us a more background on that, on George Buchanan and how.
One of the things that you can do with Buchanan is link him to Andrew Melville,
Okay.
who is often seen as Knox's successor, and certainly is the part author of the second book of Discipline. Is that worth?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
George Buchanan is a very different kind of Protestant to John Knox. He's much less steeped in scripture than Knox is, and much more steeped in the classical world, in Latin and Greek literature. And in fact, he's made his name as a humanist through writing humanist poetry and drama in Latin. And he is considered to be the ideal tutor for the king, because he is austere, because he is undoubtedly Protestant, and because he is revered in humanist circles as one of the great classicists. This is an ideal appointment as James's tutor. And during the 1570s, James spends a lot of time in Stirling Castle with George Buchanan, being indoctrinated, if you like, with Protestant ideas, but also with what for the time fairly radical political ideas about the rights of the people as opposed to the duties of the king. What's interesting about Buchanan, in addition to this, is that although he's not scripture-based Protestant in the way that Knox was, he has very close associations with a number of the key men who would emerge as the leaders of Scottish Protestantism following Knox's death. Among them is Andrew Melville, who returned from Béziers, Geneva, in 1574, and who is, at least to some extent, responsible for elaborating a fully fledged Presbyterian polity for Scotland in what's become known as the Second Book of Discipline. And interestingly, George Buchanan is very much involved in the development of the Book of Discipline, along with Melville. And likewise, along with Melville, he's very much engaged in the reform of the Scottish universities to turn them into Protestant seminaries, which would turn out well-educated Orthodox ministers for the next generation or two. And Buchanan dies in 1582. Melville lives another 40 years. And Melville, at least in the way that we now look at him, certainly has this reputation as being the leader of the radical wing of the church in Scotland, which is in continual tension and conflict with James VI.
Could we do that again?